So, welcome back to Steins, where we last left off. And just, should I read this again, or should I make him read it? Sure, why not? Let's just... I'm not talking to myself, can't you tell? By looking, I'm talking to this guy beyond the monitor.
Ah, 今その人、にやりって笑った。
おのれ貴様、何を笑っているのか。モニターの中の存在のくせに。
こっちみんなって言ってやれば。
通じないんじゃないかな。
俺たちに話しかけられていることにすら気づいていないらしいな。自覚がないというのは実に不幸なことだ。
その人にしてみたら、マユシーたちがゲームみたいに見えてるのかな。
そいつには現実なのかゲームなのかっていう発想さえないんじゃね？
じゃあ、ダル君の大好きな二次元の女の子たちもそうなの？
それは別。あの子たちは僕の嫁だから。
ダルの嫁の話はどうでもいい。
でもさ、マユシの言ったことって興味深いテーマじゃん？もし仮に僕たちがゲームの中の住人だとしたら、それを見極める術はあると思う？
ないな。
即答かよ。
故にそのような議論は不毛。世界の支配構造を打ち砕く方法について考える方がよほど有意義だ。
中二病オツ。
I look up from the monitor upon Daru's words. Displays an ugly yet cute character, Alkapanman, designed with an Alkapan motif. This is an interactive game called Akihabara Man 2, where you could speak to it via a microphone and it would reply. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally I only find the ugly part of the ugly yet cute to be true. I bought it yesterday, 500 yen used, headset included. I look back at Daru and squint my eyes to imitate him.
黙れスーパーハカ。俺は中二病ではない。
This is where I comb my hair back in what? Let's get that word.
今日まだ。
そういう設定っしょ。
やれやれ。ダルの人とのコミュニケーションの取れなさはどれだけ経っても治らないな。
アニメのオフ会じゃ僕がいつも場を盛り上げてるっつうの。
This fat, energetic, perspective guy is my brother-in-law, or my brothers-in-arm, and right-hand man, Hashida Itaru, nicknamed Daru. He's one of those otaku youth who sits at their computers all day. He has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D maids. There are some problems with his performance, but to him anything fine as long as it's moe. Oh god, moe. I'm looking at UK on. Daru is assuredly skilled and extremely reliable man who brings my ideas to rotations despite instinctions that his fort is software rather than hardware. On the other hand, we have Shina Mayuri, age 16, currently licking her fingers in tears, a high school girl who silenced crying children. She's also an otaku for now, nowhere near Daru's scale, though. This airhead childhood friend of mine is in charge of the Future Gadget Laboratories Women's Costumes Creation Division. Today she's delighted making anime characters' costumes at her own pace. Sometimes I don't know if she's skilled or unskilled. Why does the Future Gadget Laboratory needs women's anime character costumes in it, you ask? I'll tell you, it doesn't, not at all. In short, Mayuri isn't useful to the lab at all. But I don't intend to kick Mayuri out of the lab at all. After all, she was the first one to knock on the Future Gadget Laboratory's door. I still clearly remember the first day Mayuri came to the lab. It was spring. These were her words to me.
Mayushi はオカリンの人質だから、ここにいようと思います。
Well, that certainly was cryptic, but her suggestions was salvation to me. For she was the first comrade to join me in my magnificent plan, saving me from the solitude of being thought out by the organization. I'll never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful as long as she's here. I have got no problemo.
で、オカリン、アルパカマンは反応したん？
いや、全然。
The human phase alpaca was completely unresponsive inside the monitor, so unresponsive that you'll think the game was bugged. We tried so hard to talk to you, you ungrateful little whatever. I give up. This is no fun. Never again will I run this game.
この不愛想アルパカめが。
I curse his name and slightly tap on the TV. And then the TV made a sound like it shorted, and suddenly the screen went blank. I tried to change the channel, nothing. Power, cycling, nothing. Whacked it, nothing. Absolute silence. It broke, I guess. This crummy TV was lent to us by a Bronze Tube's workshop on downstairs. Maybe it reached the end of its lifetime.
きっとね、アルパカさんが怒っちゃったんだよ。
後で修理できるか聞きに行かなければ。
I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with humidity of Japan summer. I stare up at the conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. I close my eyes, and what naturally comes to mind is that supernatural sense I saw an hour ago, or seen.
消えた。
What I saw after leaving Radio Kaikan was a mass disappearance phenomenon. Everyone walked through Akihabara Street had disappeared before my eyes. Not just the pedestrians. Everyone in the anime shops, gone. In electric shops, gone. In chain gyudon restaurants, gone. All cars driving through Chodoris, gone. Drivers, all gone. Everyone disappeared instantly. It all happened quicker than the blink of an eye. All that was left was an Akihabara devoted of people in the middle of the day. I could hear a shop original background music from the store's front. That catchy melody was the only sound in the town devoid of people. It was hot enough to give the asphalt the illusion of bending, but the scene gives me the chills. I just stand shocked still, my breath taken away.
どうかした？
The voice behind me finally snapped me back in a sense. Mayuri didn't disappear. She's right here. And she looks at me curiously.
今、人が消えたよな。消えただろ。今目の前で。
I started to panic once I finally became able to process the situation. That's why I rushed over to Mayuri, grabbed her slender shoulders and shook her a little violently.
マユリも見たか？見たよな。
Mayuri's head jerked back and forth from my shaking.
見てない。
見てない。
I stopped shaking her and looked straight into her eyes. Mayuri returns my gaze with eyes clear as marbles.
見ていない。見ていないのか。だってついさっきまでここにはたくさんの人たちが歩いていたんだぞ。
歩いてたかな。
それに店員まで消えている。こんなことはいくらなんでもありえない。
それは仕方ないと思うよ。
What does she mean by that?
とにかくね、最初からこの辺には誰もいなかったよ。あ、そっか。オカリンは幻を見てたんだね。きっとこの暑さのせいだよ。トゥットゥルー。
How can she be laughing in a situation? I always thought she had some loose screws, but maybe she's actually missing some of them. Anyways, I think I should stop relying on her. At a complete loss, I looked to the heavens for help. To the high summer skies, the clear blue filling the gaps between buildings, and the sun's strong, scorching light. But then I happened to turn my vision to Radio Kaikan's rooftop where I was just a while ago. An enormous machine like a satellite had crashed into it. Just a few minutes ago, Makaisi Gurisu was killed there. Which reminds me, what happened to her? Someone called an ambulance, right? Until just before the mass disappearance, I could have sworn I had heard a siren, but I can't hear it anymore. Could Makise Gurisu still be in that dark, narrow passageway, collapsed and bloody all alone? That doesn't bug me. More importantly,
そもそもあの人工衛星は一体なんだ。
Satellite. Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The first floor had a broken lock, and beyond it, the fire door had a broken lock, and beyond it, someone had placed a satellite-like machine shrouded by smoke and phosphorus light. When I saw that machine, it was probably placed on the rooftop. But the scene I just saw clearly is different. It pierced the building's wall, just sticking out. And the place is pierced. It's just about the spot where Dr. Nakabachi's conference event space was. The satellite entered the atmosphere from space, falling to Akihabara without burning up. That's what anybody would think upon seeing this scene. But just when that all happened,
マユリ、あの人工衛星だが。
びっくりしたね。
びっくりしただと。何がびっくりしたのだ。
ドカーンってすっごい音がしたもん。
a tremendous sound? It certainly did make a sound. but I don't think it was kaplow. I'll say one more like zen or blah. Kaboom. You know, like an earthquake.
あの人工衛星は落ちてきたのか。
来たのかな。宇宙人さん乗ってるのかな。
Maybe I'm going crazy. What I saw and what Mayuri saw don't match at all. More and more things I don't understand keep happening. Nothing seems real anymore. I'm starting to suspect that it's all an illusion.
そこの君たち!
Suddenly someone behind Mayuri and me appears. A blurry, uniformed policeman in his 30s rush up to us. His face is full of tension.
ここで何をやってるんだ? ここらは今立ち入り禁止だ. すぐに出て行きなさい.
ごめんなさい。
それより制服警官さん、仮にあなたを警官 A と名付けるが、一つ聞きたいことがあるんです。
警官 A って。
今ここで数千人の通行人が一瞬で消えたんです。あなたも見ましたよね。
見ていない。いいから早く出て行け。
So he claims he didn't see anything neither. I'm losing more and more confidence in my own memories. In that case, I should tell him how that Makasi Gurusu girl got stabbed in Radio Kaikan and get him to call an ambulance.
さっきから何をバカなことばかり言っているんだ。
The policeman spits out a disgust and strongly grabs my upper arm. Then he makes a clear declaration. No girl got stabbed in Radio Kaikan. What? How can he say so? That so certainly. While I'm still trying to arrange the situation I am in, the policeman forcefully takes me away. After that, the policeman forcibly escorted us to UPX and released us there. There are people at UPS like usual. Actually, more people than usual. Just like Officer 8 had said, Choi Dori was blocked by police so nobody could enter. And then we returned to the lab, bringing us up to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Dr. Nagabachi's presentation really happen? I checked online and on the news. The mysterious machine that crashed into Radio Kaikan certainly is a hot topic. All the key stations in Tokyo, even Toy TV, have switched to special news programs on the state of Akihabara, even though it's early in the day. Fortunately, it doesn't look like there were many victims in the crash, but Choidori is still closed off. Looks like Akihabara station is jammed with the mass media and curious onlookers. Nobody's even touching the subject of the instantaneous mass disappearance of thousands from Akiba Street, nor Makise Kurisu's murder. A real mystery. Mystery?
そうか。そういうことか。
I spring up from the sofa with a wide grin on my face. Daru and Mayuri stare at me, wondering what happened.
これもすべて機関の隠蔽工作ということだな。警察にすら圧力をかけられるということは、この国の中枢ももはや奴らの手の内にあるということ。なんということだ。だが俺の目はごまかせんぞ。いつか必ず奴らの所業を暴き、その支配構造に終止符を打ってやる。
Come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a bottle of Dr. Pepper out of the fridge and drink it down. This lab has no air conditioning. All it has is a small electric desk fan. That's why I have no reservations to I messed that up. That's why I have no reservations to gulp down a cold drink.
頭脳労働の後のドクターペッパーは相変わらず最高にうまいな。
Yes, Dr. Pepper is the most delicious drink after thinking ascension. Especially during the summer. Tasty.
コーラの方がよくね？
オカリンは本当にドクターペッパーさんが大好きだよね。
この知的飲料の良さがわからない奴は人生の5分の1を損しているぞ。うわはははは。
Open the curtains divided the center and you'll find the Future Gadgets Laboratory's most top secret, strictly off-limit area, the development room. Just as the name implies, it's the room where we develop the future gadgets. The lab room wasn't originally a partition, so we had no choice to jam in a curtain. Personally, I'm not satisfied with this poverty-stricken hack, but realistically speaking, we can't afford luxury or scrap to the bottom of the barrel, or scraping the bottom of the barrel. Well, that's importantly isn't money, it's guts. With that said, I dragged Daru into the development room. All the windows here are weather stripped with packing tape, so it's dim and hot. Feels like a sauna. I always seriously considered buying an AC unit. We're always accepting donations. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat, lazily draped on the chair, and put it on. I made lab coats mandatory for the development room for practical reasons as well as a rite of passage. But Daru definitely defines my custom. Putting it on and taking it off, it appears too much of a bother. Even if he's interested, he just can't be bothered to do it. It's men like these that give his generation a bad name. The lab coat I bought for Daru with my own pocket money is just sitting on the shelf. Never once worn, and probably never will be. You owe me 3,000 yen.
Daru, 計画は順調に推移しているか？
計画って何ぞ？
Daru gives me a blank look. He sighed and turned his head on the table. The table placed in the center of the development room, enshrined on top of the commercially grabs microwave oven, is clearly larger and more boxy than newer models.
計画は計画だ。8号機の調整以外に何があるというのか。
ああ、そのこと。いきなり計画とか言うから何事かと思った。
そろそろお前との付き合いも3年半ほどになる。
Hold on a second, I feel like the background music is too loud. Let's turn it. That's perfect. Hopefully. We went to high school together and now we're going to the same university. We share an inspirational bond, inseparable bond, like handcuffed inmates. He's only been a lab man for 2 months though.
高2の時はクラス別でほとんど喋んなかったじゃん。だから実質2年半じゃね？
細かいことはどうでもいい。それほどの付き合いの長さなのだから、いい加減俺の会話についてこられるようになってくれ。
それは無理。
Awkward silence. Damn, I dream of the day we can have profound conversation as commanded in an adjustment or adjusting. I hate when I can't pronounce words. You probably can.
それで8号機の不調の原因究明は進んだか？
いや、まだ。
So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. The lab primary goal is just, as I told Al-Kapaman, to forge items for the war against the organization and its dark supremacy. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of that sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out exactly what it is should we make. And this website actually does exist if you go to it. It's kind of funny though. It's like 1998 Angel Fire website. But on the other hand, we did make some creative futuristic-ish gadgets as a byproduct for that research. I hold this truth to be myself evident that all great inventions are created from research accidents. You know, a thing called spendendry or serendipity or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. So far we created 8. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadget from the top. Gadget number 1, bit particle gun. Gadget number 2, bamboo helicam. Gadget number 3, could this be Ura Ura? Gadget number 4, mode snake. Gadget number 5, once again I made something stupid by Goemon. Gadget number 6, Sealuma saber. Number 6, Ghost in the Ball. Hey, nice. It's a reference to Ghost in the Shell. Each up is for public display on our website Daru made, so go ahead and engrave upon your eyes at the end result of each mad scientist's insight. Or you can just go here. With that out of the way, our current problem is future gadget number 8, microwave O-phone temp. Its name really has no shred of taste, so I added temp to the end until we come up with something better. By the way, microwave O-phone was Mayuri's idea, not mine. Whenever we complete the 8 future gadgets, the 3 of us decide its name. I prefer fantasy-like name and drove us to. I love to use Rubik text. But Daru can't be bothered to think. He can't think romantically at all. Oh, Roman. And Mayuri can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She can't think at all. And thus our opinion on names is always split. Well, let's forget about the names for now. The microwave O-phone is a dream machine allowing remotely operation of a microwave oven by connecting it to a cell phone. You can put food into the microwave before you leave, and then on your way back you can turn it on the microwave by phone and have warm food ready for your arrival. So it's basically a worthless piece of junk. A few days ago we discovered a strange unintended function in the microwave O-phone. Our brave or possibly just airheaded girl Mayuri had made it her daily routine to warm up frozen carriage by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy carriage number 1 as usual when an unexpected happened. Instead of defrosting, the carriage became frozen. Alright, let me clear that the carriage was half thawed when it was placed in the microwave O-phone. When she tried to warm up the carriage, it instantly became frozen solid. Since then, Daru and I have been searching for the cause.
マユシがやった状況を再現して何度も実験したけど、冷凍できたりできなかったりだし、バナナを冷凍してみようとしたら、さらにへんてこなことになったし、さっぱりわかんねえ。
Daru looks completely fed up with the heat, grabs his shirt and starts fanning himself with it. I understand by the means by really weird, so we decided to try and get that really weird thing again.
マイリーここにバナナを持て。
I call out to Mayuri, who's sewing in the lounge like always.
またゲルバナ作るの？
前から気になってたけどさ、まゆし。ゲルバナって略さないでくんない？
だってね、ゲルバナはゲルバナだもん。
I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into microwave oven.
なんでいつも一房丸ごと入れるの？もったいないよ。
ケチケチしていては機関との戦いに勝利することなどできんぞ。
勝たなくてもいいよ。あのね、バナナはマユシーが買ってきてるんだからね。おかげでマユシーはちっともバナナが食べられません。
次からは1本ずつ使うことも検討しておこう。
But I already put in the whole bunch this time, so I just completely ignore the hungry girl's complaints. The microwave oven is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone hacked on it. Just call that phone. I have already registered the number to my phone. Now where did I put it? I tried groping my pants and coat's pockets. Now where did I put it? It's gonna repeat, isn't it? Yeah, is it okay? This is one of the things you do this, you slide. And then there we go. No, wait, wrong one. It's address book. And transmit call. Calling complete. Instant connection.
RENG こちらは電話レンジかっこ仮です。
When you call it, it automatically connects. That's the Mayuri guidance voice.
マユシーの声聞こえてきた？
少し黙れ。マユシーガイダンスが聞こえなくなる。
こちらからタイマー操作ができます。シャープボタンを押した後、温めたい秒数をプッシュしてください。例えば1分ならシャープ60、2分ならシャープ120です。
Following the guidance directions causes the microwave phone to start thawing without a problem. But this time we're going to purposely mess up the enter 120 hashtag. Okay. When I've finished typing, the microwave phone starts up at a low roar.
これ普通の温めじゃね？
Crap, I messed up. I immediately press cancel. Let's try it again from the top. This time we're going to ignore the guidance and enter 120 hash. That should do it. This method was originally nothing but a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but this somehow started the freezing process. The microwave phone starts to move. The rotation disc inside starts to slowly rotate along with the bananas on top.
綺麗なターンテーブルだろう。普段と違って逆回転してるんだぜ、それ。
何？逆回転？
I never noticed that.
そこに重大な意味があるかもしれない。漁師の振る舞いにも影響してくる問題であり、奮闘の規則を導入して。
あるわ、ねえよ。
ないか。
ないね。
そうか。
The three of us stare at the banana spin. After 120 seconds passed, the microwave lets out a sound. We take the bananas out.
ゲルバナの出来上がり。
The bananas became not bananas. They became gelatinous blobs coated with thick skin. The whole bunch is like that. After Mayuri discovered that the microwave phone had a freezing function, we ran a banana freezing experiment. This weird thing is the result. That confuses us more and more.
ダルよ、このバナナ食べてみようとは思わないか思うはずだ。我らの理念達成の犠牲となり散ったダルに敬礼。
すげえまずそうじゃん。
味は関係ない。食べることに意味があるのだ。さあダルよ、遠慮することはない。骨は拾ってやるから思い切ってズズイと行くがいい。
いらね。
ではマユリ、お前にその名誉を譲ろう。
なんかね、ゲルバナは中身がデロデロでブニュブニュだったよ。
Wait, she already tried it? This airhead girl sure is something, no doubt about it.
味もしないし、全然美味しくなかった。
デロデロでブニュブニュか。ダルよ、どう思う？
ブニュブニュバナナか。ブニュブニュのバナナ。
A single red drop forms a line out of Dadu's nostril. And I think I should stop right here and just do this. Anyways, that's it for today. And hopefully I didn't mess up too much words, so till next time.